All right, let's begin the stream. This is not going to be a super long stream, so we better get started. I don't have a lot of time. I'm starting late, as you can see. Hi, Skittles. Thanks for forgiving me. Do you guys like my... intro screen? Skittles, do you like my intro screen? I made that just for you guys. Maybe I'll just like leave it on the screen a little bit longer. Like, yeah, look at that. Look at that, guys. That's Thailand, and it's like, those are all my expressions. Those are all my emotions as I go to a foreign country like Thailand. I go through all of those emotions right there. Well, how's it going, guys? That's too much. What's with this webcam here? That's too much, Flipsider. Wait, hi. This is the real me. Look, I'm wearing green shorts, black shirt, and I guess I'm doing the 6-7 thing with my hands. I don't know why. Just like, yeah. You know, like, I don't know. Sometimes you just want to like do this with your hand. Even, you know, even back in the 80s, did I do this? It's like, you know, you're weighing things in the scales. It's not abnormal. Back in the olden days, they did that. But this is not a good camera angle. Let's zoom in. How about this? Okay, here we go. That's more normal. Hey, everyone. Hello. That's more normal, right? Just kidding. I joke around sometimes. Okay, let me just fix that. That's messed up. All right, guys. First thing I'm gonna do, this is the final celebration of the fact that I'm going to the Philippines, I guess. I don't know. The camera's still a little bit like off center. So yeah, final stream. Just gonna stream a couple hours before I head off to not the Philippines this time, Thailand. I'm going to Thailand. I'm going to be in the land of Thai with my wife, and this time we will both be in a foreign country. Well, neither of us knows the language at all. I remember Sawadi Krub. Sawadi Krub is like greetings, and that's the only word I remember at this point. I need to study a couple more words. Get like a couple more words down. Sawadi Krub to all of you guys. Sawadi Krub. Sawadi Krub. And if you're a woman, Sawadi Krub. No, Sawadi Ka. Sawadi Ka. Sawadi Ka. But I'm a man, so Sawadi Krub. Sawadi Krub. Hello. That's how we say hello in Thailand. That's all I know. So, you know, that's what's going on. Yeah. How should we start the stream here? Let's get another song. Let's get another song going. Something a little bit more, you know, maybe Asian. Oh, dude, how about some? I know, Shadow Hearts music, right? Shadow Hearts is good. Asian parfait, little Asian parfait. So here's what we're gonna be doing first on this stream. I have an announcement to make. I have been to the store, and I still have some King's Bay. You know, as you know, I often like to drink Admiral Nelson. I don't have any Admiral Nelson at this time. I have the Bay. I have the King's Bay, which is also good. It's a clear rum. It mixes well with Coke. But there's a new challenger. There's a new challenger to the rum competition I was at the store and they have a new rum that's cheaper than Kings Bay, it's cheaper than Admiral Nelson, it's cheaper than all the rums. It's like the new ultimate cheapest rum. I've never seen it before. It's like brand new. Check it out. Oh, damn autofocus. I think the webcam feels anxiety about rum. I think my webcam might feel some rum anxiety. Webcam, just chill out, okay? So yeah, Kings Bay. This is the standard that we often drink. Really good to drink when you're playing King's Field. But now a new contender has entered the ring. Calypso. Check it. Another pirate-themed rum. It's got a woman who kind of looks like, I guess, Gina Davis from... What's that pirate movie that has Gina Davis? The Skull Finders? What was that called? Skull... No. Hold on. Accessing. Brain. Accessing. Gina Davis. Pirate movie. Accessing. It's in there. I don't remember. Skittles, help me out. Anyway, Calypso. Spiced rum. I haven't tried it. Let's try. Let's do a rum taste test right now. I don't have any Admiral Nelson to try, unfortunately. I should just get like all the rums, and I should do like a rum taste test one of these days. But since I have two, let's just try. First, I'm gonna have a little bit of Kings Bay. This is Kings Bay. Let's go to the bay. First, smell it. Smells like rum. I'm detecting hints of rum. Let's try it. You can definitely taste the bay. You know, it's pretty. It's got that kind of harsh rumminess. It's just got a hint of bay. That's what I kind of like about Kings Bay. But what about this? This is a spiced rum. It's not like a white rum. It's a spiced rum. And it's Calypso and it's got a woman. How's it going to taste? Even I don't know for sure. It smells like rum. You can smell just like a hint of woman. Like pirate woman from this one. Interesting. Interesting. Calypso. Calypso. That's the name of the bad guy from Twisted Metal. Calypso. Let's try it. Ah, that's smoother. That's actually smoother. It doesn't have any of that bay harshing it up. It's smooth like a pirate woman, and yet also spiced like a pirate woman. In conclusion, this is Calypso. I might need some Coke to mix with that. Alright guys, those are the rums. I got a new rum, so that's exciting. Now as you know, I'm going to be going to Thailand tomorrow. Bye-bye. I'm going to be in Thailand for 25 days. And for you guys, it's going to be 26 and a half days or something. 27. That's how many days I'm going to be gone. Almost a month. Sorry about that, but I got to go travel with my wife, who's very excited. She's in a hotel right now, getting ready as we speak. I'm almost packed. I'm like pretty packed, and I got my documents. I didn't check into my flight because like the Japanese airline that runs through United, I booked through United, but I booked on a Japanese Airlines, but it's a United It's a United plane, but it's run by Nippon Airlines. Like, it's like broke. I like tried to check in on a website, and it's like, it doesn't work. Try checking in at the airline counter. So I'm not checking into my flight, but you know, this has happened before with foreign airlines, so I'm not really too worried. I'm just gonna check in tomorrow. Aside from that, I have my Thai. What is it called again? I have my TDAC. I have my TDAC, which is my what is that called? Thailand Digital Arrival Card. You gotta have your Thailand Digital Arrival Card. I have that. And I got my passport. I could show them. Passport. Got it. And I think I got all my stuff together. So my laptop is charged. Be laptopping on the plane. Probably not going to bring my Switch. I'm going to try to travel light on the Thai airlines we booked. Domestic flights. There's like a limited allowance of baggage, so I'm going to try to travel as light as I can. I'm not bringing the Switch. Like, I don't know. I could play. Like, it would be kind of nice to play Switch on the airplane, I guess. But I think I'm just gonna watch movies, though. I'm gonna try to just watch movies. That's what I enjoy doing the most. Japan Airlines, I'm pretty positive will have a charging station in the plane. Philippines flight didn't. The Korean flight and Chinese flights did, though. So it shouldn't be an issue. And, you know. And they'll probably have in-flight movies as well. But I want to watch my own movies, which I have plenty of on my laptop. I'm all set. You don't really need a Switch. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good. I think I'm pretty ready. All right. So here's the thing. What are we going to do today? Well, there's a couple things that I need to do on the stream before I go. I have some unfinished business. And I'm going to try to finish it right now. Skittles! Wake up! Where'd you go, Skittles? Skittles has fell asleep. Well, it's late on a Monday. I don't know. Nobody's really here right now. Well, bummer. But I'm gonna go anyway. I got some unfinished business here. Something interesting has happened. Something interesting has occurred on the Discord. I don't know if anybody knows this. Something interesting has occurred on the Discord. As a matter of fact, do you guys remember Metroid X? I'm sure that Skittles remembers Metroid X. I'm not going to play that tonight. I do really want to go back and replay that at some point. But it looks like this. Points are getting a little bit low again. Which I played on stream before. This is one of the games I made in Game Maker. Well, it's the only... I made a bunch of games in Game Maker. It's the only one I have left. It's the only game in Game Maker that is still preserved, unfortunately. This is kind of like a Micronix game. I'm so proud of the Micronix game I've created. Exactly. There's another game I made. I used to have 2 games on my old website that I would offer people to download. And I've had the files for this for a really long time, and I have not been able to play it for a really, really long time. Until now. Maze God. I have the files. It's a game that I made. So this is not made with Game Maker. My friend programmed it. Shark, what's up? You're just in time for Maze God. So unlike Metroid X, which was a game I made, it is an indie game. You'll see. Unlike Metroid X, well, let me just tell the whole story because I don't exactly. There's a caveat here, but unlike Metroid X, which is a game I made in Game Maker and is preserved, and I have it and I can play it in DOSBox, and you guys can play it in DOSBox. There's another game that I have that I made with a friend in the late 90s called Maze God. And this is a game that we made together from scratch. He made the engine for it. He programmed it. I designed it and did all the art. It's called Maze God. So not with any game maker program. We made it from scratch. And ever since then, I've had the file. Like I made it. I designed it. I played through it. It was like long. It was like a 70 level game. Had all these levels. And I've had the files here for a long time. I have not been able to play it because, as far as I know, like it's Windows 98 files and I don't know how to run them. And I've had multiple people over the years like try to help me figure out how to run these, and nobody can seem to figure it out. But a certain Flipside congregation member, should we call them that? A Flipside community member named Sage Chow Zhu, in fact, was able to get it running. And not only that, he like converted the files to a format where I could just run them on Windows. I don't know how he did that, but I can run it. And so like it's playable now, but here's the problem. I've had these files and I assumed that this was the full game that I had, but it's not. Yeah, we are Shark. Well, we are kinda. Apparently this is not the full game. Apparently it's just some random levels. I don't know why it's not the full game. Like I have all the graphics files here. Yeah, I don't know why this is not the full game. Like I always thought that I had the files for the full game here. Maybe it's hidden in here somewhere. I don't really know. I really don't know. It's weird. Colic, what's up? You're here just in time. All right, so we're going to check it out. Okay. Or maybe I'll put this kind of in the background here. Hold on a second. So we're going to go to here. Or not there. We're going to go to here. And yeah, I have an exe file. By the way, if you guys want it, I'll put it like it's on my website on the hidden it's on a hidden features site, but I could put it in the Discord for anybody that wants to download it. I think Sage Shaozu did just upload. Well, I guess I have to. Yeah, no, Sage Shaozu like he put that up so anybody could download it, but all right, so this is what it looks like. Hold on a second. How do I move this window? Uh-oh, wait. Hold on, how do I move this window? Alt, enter? No. Alt. Hold on a second. Wait, how do I move this window onto my screen? How do I move this, whatever, this exe window? Wait a second. I don't know how to move the damn window. What is it like? What is a command for like? Is it alt like not alt enter? What is it? I forget what is the move command for moving a window? Hold on a second. Okay, Windows 10. What is Windows command for moving a window? It was like something like alt enter. It's not that. Oh, alt spacebar. Followed by M and the arrow keys. Is that Win plus arrow? Oh, maybe that would. Hold on, let me try that. Nope, it's not that. Alt plus spacebar? Wait a second. No. Oh, that brings up a menu where you can click on move, but that doesn't work for this exe. Okay, no, that's not going to work. There was something else, wasn't there? So win plus arrow. Win key. Can I do something with the win key? That doesn't do anything. What? Oh, well, I just maximized it. Oh, how do I? Wait. Oh, that did. No, wait. You can't see because it's like off the screen anyway. Oh my goodness.
Okay, it's like loading it onto my other monitor where you can't see it. Hold on a second. If I just move the window here and then do it here. Oh, then it work. Oh, okay. All right, all right. That's one way to do it. That's one way to do it. Okay. All right. I did it the ghetto way. It's not quite right. It's like off the screen. Hold on a second. Okay. So I can't really move this. So let me see. How should I go about this? Maybe I should go to here. Maybe like I could go to here and then I'll just do like this. I'll use this very nice little layout here, and I'll just do a window capture. Let's see if this works. There you go. There we go. Now it doesn't matter where it is in the screen. Okay. All right, guys, this is it. It has no music, though. No sound. It has no sound, which it never did. We never got around to making any sound for this. All right, here it is. That red symbol there, as well as the gray symbols in the inside of the menu, are the Wilotech symbols. Like the red symbol is like a spinning Wilotech symbol. It's a square and then a couple triangles. You guys see that? You see the square and the couple of triangles, the symbol? That's the Wilotech symbol. Now you might be asking, what is the Wilotech symbol? The Wilotech symbol is the symbol of my friend. That was his calling card symbol. That was like his symbol. He had a symbol because like it sounded like his last name, Wilo. I don't know if maybe I shouldn't say his last name, but anyway, like yeah, Wilotech symbol. Yeah. So this is the menu. All right, you can do new game, but if I do new game, we then go to this menu, and then I don't know. You can't actually do anything. It's so weird. This was a finished game. So like what you would do is you would select your character. I have all the art for all the characters. The only thing though is that like Kevin was supposed to be the secret character, but maybe was he just selectable from this menu? Like I don't know. I feel like I don't have the full version. Like I don't have the full version. Like I have like I don't know. I don't know. Like no. This is the character you play as. It's your character. You can be one of these 5 characters. I'll show you the art for them in a bit. So I always thought I had the full version of this game, but maybe I don't, because like this mysteriously doesn't work. I don't know. Let me press all the number keys. Say Xiaozu has messed with this as well, and he can't find anything to do on this screen. I don't know if there's like a hidden command here, like spacebar. I don't. Yeah, no. The mouse key does not. If I click the mouse there, it brings you back to new game. But then the mouse doesn't work on this menu. You have to use the keyboard and press enter. Pressing enter again, spacebar doesn't do anything. I don't know, let me just press some keys. Doesn't do anything. F keys. F9 loads maps once you get into the game. But yeah, I don't know. Like maybe this is not the finished version. Maybe this was the prototype version, but that's weird. I could have sworn I had the files for the finished version. Like I could have sworn. So it's so weird that like this screen doesn't do anything. It's like I don't know. I was wondering like the map files. I have 4 map files, and they're all for like prototype maps. I don't have any of the map. I remember hand designing like 70 levels. It was something like 60 or 70 level. Oh, my wife is about to go to the airport. Wait, or is she just going? No, not to that. Because it's like The 4th, it's like it's like 11. It's almost noon. It's almost noon there. Well, if I put it somewhere else, then it's gone. But I don't like, would I do that? I mean, maybe, but that's really weird. I could have sworn, like, this folder with these files has been the folder since it would have been, like, I don't know exactly when this game was made. Let me just check can you discern that from looking at the files at all? I don't think so. Actually, let me look at the original files. These are the ones Sage Chaozu made. Let me just take a quick look at that again. Let's see. Where did I put that stuff? Maze God. The dates on these. Probably doesn't have the original dates, but you never know. It doesn't have the original dates anyway. So my original website, my original webcomic website for like Metamorphosis before I started doing Flipside, I think that was 1998. And it might have been around 1999. I had on my original website, or at least I think it was the original Flipside website when it first started. I had a special feature section that had download for Maze God and Metroid X. That was in 1999 probably. Remastering it. Well, I'd have to, like, I couldn't really do it I mean, I have at least all the graphics, so I'd have to make all new stages. It would still kind of suck if the old stages were lost. And there might be an editor in here somewhere that survived, but I'm not sure. But anyway, if not, I don't know how I would program it, but and I could, like, it never had sound. It never had sound and music. Maybe I could make sound and music. But yeah, I mean, it's something to think about for the future. But so the folder with those files for Maze God was there. It was the same folder. It's been the same folder for like the last 25 years or 27 years, 26 years. The same folder with the same files ever since 1999. Like, we made the game. My memory is not perfect, but it feels to me like we made the game in the late 90s. It would have been I don't know, maybe like 1995, 96. So, like, it was fresh in my mind. Like, it has to be the file. Like, it is the files. Like, as far as my brain can understand, like, it's got to be the original files. And yet, you'll see. You know what? All right. I can't figure out what to do. There's nothing I can figure out to do on that screen, which is weird. So, new game. Doesn't really work. You can load or save game. Those don't do anything. Those do nothing. So that's weird as well. And you can quit. All right, training. You got to do training. Training works. Now, this is the game. Now, oh, wait. Oh, we're playing as the hidden character Kevin, though. Wait, I don't know why that is. You must be able to select your character from this screen, I guess. Before I was playing as the knight character. Wait, can you switch characters here? So this is the editor program. I believe this is the editor program that I use to make the stages. I'm walking through walls because it's in editing mode. So the character is a cursor. And there was some sort of commands for choosing. You can see on the left and right side of the screens, those are all the objects that can be in the stage. Solid wall, illusion wall, invisible wall, shadow wall, starting spot, axe, tree, pick, and all the items. There's a ton of items. There's doors. The main goal in each stage is to collect all the gems and go to the exit. But there's like all these things. There's teleporters. There's traps that kill you. So anyway, I'm wondering, like, man, how do you... Oh, you can mouse click. to change your character. I didn't even realize that. You can mouse click up here to change your character. I guess. Oh, you can change the tile set. Oh wait. Oh, you can. Oh, this does. Oh, this does work as an ed. Wait. Wait. Can we put a starting set? Can we put items down? Or do you have to do like spacebar? Or like, how do you put the items down? Enter? Right click? Okay, I can. Wait a second. Yeah, this is definitely the map editor. Okay, this is a new discovery. I didn't know that. So, all right. So, well, we can look at all the tile sets at least. Like, this is like stage 1. Or, I mean, world 1, world 2, world... Actually, no, wait. They're not in order. Hold on a second. They're not in order. Was the gray bricks world 1? There's the grasslands. I feel like this is world 6, the gold blocks. This blue water tile set was either World 1 or World 2. In fact, I almost want to say this is World... Like, originally this was going to be World 1, but then I changed my mind and I made the water World 1. And then, like, grass is, like, World 2. I think Ice World is, like, World 4. And, then you got, like, this desert world. You got... the Skull World. So this Skull World is the final world tile set. There's 8 up here, right? There's 8 up here. But, so there's, each world has 10 stages for a total of 70 stages. FPS dropped like a rock. Did it? I didn't even notice. I don't know why that would be. Yeah. So, so this was the final world. This is stages 60 to 70. And you're probably asking, well, there's 8 tile sets, right? Because there's this. This is the Guts tile set. I made a Guts world tile set. This was meant to be for the secret world, which I don't think I ever finished making the secret world. So I don't think that existed, but the tile set did exist. The tile set for this existed. Yeah, dude, this is it. So this probably does work to some capacity. Like, you can select the character. So you got the blonde girl. They all have, like, their different tile sets for... when she moves up, there's a line. Is it just her? It's just her. Got the green-haired girl tile set. We got the Blues Brother dude tile set. We got the frog. You can play as a frog. Look at his little walking animation. It's pretty cute. Look, he bobs his head forward when he's like walking. And then the Kevin character, he's the secret character. That's basically my friend putting himself in the game. That's the Kevin character. He's got shades and, you know, whatever. All right, so yeah. So this is the editor. So you can kind of see, I wonder if this functions as an editor. Like, I'm thinking it must. I can select the things, but how do I place them? Oh, like that. Oh, dude, look at this. We can, like, make our own stages. We can totally make our own stages. Whoa, wait a second. Why does it loop, though? Why does it loop? We can put a pick. We can put, Mr. Leo, you're here. You came at quite a momentous time. We're looking at Maze God. Remember, I always talk about Maze God, yet the game I could never... The other game I made that we couldn't play. Well, we can sort of. We can't really play it still. I mean, we can sort of play it a little bit now. Oh, yeah, okay. You just use the mouse. Interesting. Okay. Starting spot. That's just like a little thing there. Invisible wall. So the invisible walls look like that. They'll be invisible until you run into them and then they appear. That's how that works. Illusion wall. So those are walls you can just walk through and then they'll disappear. Of course, solid walls are just normal walls. Then there's shadow walls. The shadow walls would, like, disappear and reappear. Then we have, like, all the items. So there's an axe, there's a pick, there's a scythe. And, all right, let me do it like this. Axe, pick, scythe. Okay? By the way, how do you erase things? Right click? Oh, right click. Dude, this is a pretty good editor. Mr. Leo, how are you doing? This is a fine... We're celebrating the final day. I leave for Thailand tomorrow. Got to get up at like 7 tomorrow. Rush to the airport, and I'm going to Thailand. I'm gonna tomorrow. While you're, Mr. Leo? What are you gonna be doing during the day? Colic, Shark. What are you guys gonna be doing during the day tomorrow? What are your plans? I'm gonna be on a plane, flying for 14 hours to Japan. I think the departs around noon, and I'm gonna be flying all day. So just whatever tomorrow. If you're getting sleeping, okay. If you're like getting yourself a cup of coffee, if you're working, if you're at work, if you're hanging around the day, non-Thailand related activities. Yeah, probably that applies to all. Yeah, you guys in your non-Thailand related activities. Whatever. Just remember, your good old friend Flipsider will be in a plane over the ocean. Over the, I want to say the Atlantic. Says Xiaozu. There's the man right there, guys. Give him a hand. Says Xiaozu got this thing to run. Several other people who claim to be smart programmers took a look at my files, and they were like, I don't know, Flipsider. It's impossible. Nobody could get this working. But Sage Xiaozu was just like, he was like this. He pressed a single key on his keyboard. But there, he was like, there it is. I got it working. Here's the files. You can play. He even gave me the files so I can play it. You'd rather be anywhere than on an airplane? You know, that's actually not true for me at all. Like, I actually don't mind. Anytime, I mean, there are bad things about being on an airplane. I feel the same way about driving as well. I always kind of a little bit look forward to long drives and long flights because it's like time you get to yourself. And it's just kind of, it's like nice to just have that time to yourself. Not only to like, you know, kind of be by yourself and do your own thing and whatever, just have the freedom to spend your day however you want. You don't have to worry about working. No work, no obligations. You're just going to like, okay, what movies I'm going to watch? Well, of course, if you're driving, you can't. But then it's like, what podcasts or what like things am I going to listen to? You know, so it's like similar. But you know, if you're driving, it's like, well, where should I stop to eat? You know, you got all these. If you're in a plane, it's like, you know, yeah, you're captive and it's uncomfortable. Usually, you're a little bit cramped in there and confined. But you just gotta kind of settle in, and you know, you're in your little chair, and sure, you're a little bit cramped, but you get used to it, and it's like you got your little movies. And you just sit there all day. It's like, what movies am I going to watch? That's all you got to think about. So, like, in a way, I kind of look forward to it. Plus, it's kind of fun to see what food they'll serve you. Well, especially if you're going international. It's more fun, I think, if you're going international. If you're doing, like, a long flight and you got to look forward to, like... And it's like an Asian Airlines, I guess. Because they usually, for me, these days, it's an Asian Airlines. I gotta say, like, I was pretty disappointed in the Philippines Airlines. In their food, it kind of sucked. But Korean Airlines, Chinese Airlines, and I know Japanese Airlines are not going to let me. Japanese Airlines are going to be like you know, it's like I'm looking forward to see what the meals are because it's gonna be good. I think Korean Airlines especially, like the meals are really good. But I bet Japan's going to take the cake. It will take a cake to me. Gentlemen, Skittles. Hello, Skittles. Skittles was the first one here secretly. Wouldn't you be flying over Pacific Ocean to Thailand? Oh, I don't even know, Colic. Because normally I'd be I don't want to eat whatever. But anyway, I'm gonna take pictures whenever I've done that before. Yeah, I mean maybe if I have a window seat. It's like the novelty of like looking out the window, like the clouds and stuff, is like a little bit, I've actually flown probably over 20, 30 times. And it's not that, but I mean, it's still cool. It's like you still look out and it's like, whoa, for a little bit. And then you get back to watching movies. Anyway, yeah, guys. Oh, I'm glad you all here. So anyway, by the way, I don't know. You guys all showed up. You guys might have missed my startup screen. So I want to just show you guys what I made. This is the startup screen I made for this stream. And I'm going to just put it back on so you can just take a look. Thank you, Sage Chaozu. Because I made that. And I think you guys need to see that. Skittles is correct. Skittles knows a lot of things. And also, I'm using this. I'm finding a good use for this layout. You guys notice what game this is from? So anyway, oh, the death counter's there for some reason. There's my Bloodborne death counter. I guess we'll just leave it there. I guess we may as well leave the music on because my game has no music. All right, guys. Does he hate this? Yeah, he probably does say Shazu. Then I should know the ocean. What if I don't, Mr. Leo? What if I totally have no clue? I'm just like looking out. It's like it's water. Which one is it? You would think, you would think that, but in fact, Mr. Leo, you don't actually need to know. You just get you board the plane. You just sit there. You watch your little movies on your little laptop, and then pretty soon, half a day passes and you're there, and you don't even doesn't even matter what ocean you flew over. All right. So we've just made a discovery. In case you just got here, I just made a discovery. Yeah. So this isn't. I didn't realize that this editor was fully functional. You can just click on the things you want to put down. So yeah, you got all the walls. So you got solid walls. You have invisible walls, illusion walls, shadow walls. The shadow walls just kind of blink in and out like that, between solid and not solid. So you have your items. You got like your axe, your pickaxe, and your scythe. And of course, here's I got characters as well. I made animations for all these characters. They have death. They all have unique death animations as well, which I don't know if we could show that off later. But we got the knight. Unfortunately, I'm sorry about this. There are not separate sprites for going left and right. It's the same sprite. I was not that advanced. We got the blonde girl. Kind of looks like an elf girl. She's got a ponytail. We got the Blues Brothers guy. I've never really been that into geography, Mr. Leo, but I am starting to actually care about like culture of other countries. But for me, it's like my doorway into other cultures, caring about them, is like language and food, especially food. And we got the green-haired girl. You think it's F8 or F9 is the load. Yeah, it is F9. But say Xiaozu, I just realized that you can mouse click these little icons on the top to switch characters. I didn't know that. And you can actually, there must be a way to save stages. Say Xiaozu, wait a second. There must be a way to save stages. Skittles, this is Maze God. This is the other game I made with my friend. I had 2 games that I preserved from my game making days. Metroid X and this, but I could never get this to run. Thanks to Sage Xiaozu, I can. Unfortunately, we don't know where the actual stages are. So what we have is an editor and a couple of test stages. So we still can't see the actual game I made. And I don't even know if it still exists. If it's in here somewhere, I don't know. It seems like it's not, which is weird because these have to be the files. And I made the game and I made all these. How could I have lost the level files? It makes no sense. But anyway, yeah, so this is Maze God. So, but the editor seems to be functional. You can. How do you save state? So I could make new stage F8. Okay, we're going to try that in a little bit. So the axe is to cut down trees. The axe cuts down trees. The pick is to cut through clay walls. The scythe is to cut through vines. Each item cuts through a particular type of wall. But then there's the chainsaw, which cuts all 3 walls. And the animation on the chainsaw for cutting the walls is different. The walls have 2 different types of breaking animations. Then there's 5 different kinds of keys, 5 colors. But the keys do have different artwork. All of this stuff has, well, not all of it. Some of it has different artwork depending on what tile set you're in. I'll show that in a second. There's 5 different types of doors for each key. What else do you know about this Sage Xiaozu? Do you know anything else? Does F8 save it as a KJW file? F2 lets you play the level. F1 lets you go back to editor. Oh. So then we have the gems, which it says diamond, but they're not. The type of gem actually depends on the level. Right-click erases. Then we have the candle. The candle, I believe, shows you where the illusion and invisible walls are. The boots probably just speed up your movement. There's all these items. There's teleporters. Here's what they look like. I forget how you link them, though. I don't know how you do that in this editor. I don't... Maybe it's just like when you put 2 down, they're automatically linked. Hello, honey. I'm doing my stream right now. This is the X... Oh, wait, no. Yeah. Here's the teleporters. Honey, where are you going right now? You going to shopping? Cool. What? I can't... It's hard to hear you, honey. Oh, okay. Good. Guys, here's my wife. She's shopping right now. Say hello, honey. She's very excited to see me in a couple days in Thailand. Right, honey? Sage Xiaozu says, "Hi, Mrs. Flipsider." Oh, sushi. That's going to be so good. All right, now here's the traps. We have eyeball, we have blade, and we have... What is traps? Oh, laser is traps. Okay. And then electricity. The switch. There's a switch to turn electricity on and off. Here's the electricity. There's pipes. You can go through the pipes like that. Pipes can be horizontal or vertical. Potion restores your health. There's a half potion, so you can use the potion twice. Hourglass, I guess, freezes time. That affects the traps mainly. And then the cape, like, gives you, like, some sort of super armor or something. So let's try to... Okay, let's now play our level. Here we go. What is it again? F2? Here, let me find some appropriate Maze God music. What should be the Maze God music? My wife's going to go find some sushi, and I'm sure that's going to be very good. Probably Shadow Heart's music is not the music for... I don't know. What would be good Maze God music? Should we just do Kingsfield music? Be good Maze God music. Some like Turbo Graphics music, maybe. That'd be good. PC Engine. Let me see what I have. Let me look at my retro folder. Sorry, hold on a second, guys. I gotta find the music. Okay, we got plenty of time. Well, I've already been streaming an hour. Oh damn, where's the time all go? Okay, my iTunes is frozen now. Apparently, it's frozen. So, that sucks. All right, am I playing the stage? No, F2? Oh, okay. I'm picking up keys. Look at that. I can open the door. Look at the door opening animation. Look at that. Can't open that door yet. All right. Now, can the eyeball... Oh, look at it. Notice how the eyeball is trying to laser me. But I guess the gem blocks the laser. You can see my health in the top right. And then the trap, the laser, the skull traps shoot lasers. I guess it doesn't shoot through. Oh, I just took damage. Oh, yeah, okay. No. For some reason, I thought these lasers went farther, but it's only going one space. But you can see that the damage function does work. And then these spike traps. See, the lasers should go until they hit a wall. I don't know why they're being... Maybe this is the edge of the map or something? The gems seem to be glitched, though. It thinks that I have... No. Like, it thought I had full gems before, but now it doesn't. I don't know why. So if you pick up the candle... Yeah, it reveals the ones up here. Do the teleporters work? The teleporters do, in fact, work. There's a cape. We got a cape. Notice how that... Wait, what? That tripled our hearts. Wait, it's glitched. Oh, every time I step on the space with the cape, the hearts keep going up. Is that just in the editor, maybe? I don't remember it having glitches like that in the main game. The boots make us go faster. We already have the chainsaw, so we get the second animation that lets us just cut straight through the objects. And then the hourglass, that doesn't seem to work either. Yeah, so it's kind of weird. There's some glitches here. The pipes work, though. Look at that. So that's it. That's it. That's how the game functions. Those are... It's basically all the stuff in the game. Oh, and then you have the electricity traps. That quote points to self. Us evolved people were voluntarily eating more vegetables and less meat so we can, like, stay skinny. I don't care about status from having a fat gut. I don't know, but it sounds really evolved, Skittles. It sounds like a thing a really evolved guy would say. I'm not an evolved guy, so I wouldn't know. But that sounds like something an evolved man might say. Don't you think so, Skittles? What's some good music for this? I need to find some good music for my game. Hold on. Knights of the Round? That doesn't seem right. Like, should I play Adventures of Lolo music? Do I have that? I don't think I have that. This is kind of a... You know what? Let's... Night move? This is kind of appropriate in a way. I'll play this for a little bit. Alright, so you can sort of see... At least now you can sort of see the game functioning. So, back to the editor. Okay. Well, we're in our damage state for some reason. But now, that's not... We can also look at the different tile sets. They change on the fly. So here we go. Here's the green tile set, the green forest tile set. Notice that the trees change. Oh, I should put vines here. Should be vines. Wait, why do the vines look like a cape? Okay, that's messed up. Oh, okay, there we go. There's the vines. So, what changes in different tile sets? The clay walls... By the way, how do I make her not be injured anymore? How do you change the health of your character? It's like... But right now you can see they're in their... For some reason, the character sprite is in their injured state. Like, health seems to be... it seems to... Like, the health is... What's the word for it? Like, it's persistent... Through even when you switch back and forth between the testing out the stage, and the editor. Except it's not, because I had glitched tons of hearts. Now I have like only one heart. It's weird. But yeah, you can see there's different injured animated, like full animations, different injured sprites for every character. See, like the knight crawls on his hands and knees. The blonde girl, she looks kind of sad. I don't know why she has like glitched lines in her sprite. And then this guy, well, I guess his suit is just darker. And the green-haired girl, she just had, like, her skin is more red and she looks sad. Then the frog he just has, like, sadder eyes, I guess. And then Kevin. This is supposed to be the secret character, who's actually my friend Kevin, who programmed the game. That's what he looks like. Alright, so here's the different tile sets. We got green walls. You know, the graphics look pretty good in this. Like, I like the pixel art in my game. And notice that the keys and doors all have different sprites as well. There's different sprites for them opening too. And the gems are different, and there's like different animation, flashing animations for the gem. Hey, honey! Did you find a sushi place? Nice. My wife is going to eat sushi now.
Wow, this anime is really good.
Which one, honey? It's hard to see because it's like reversed. It's hard to read. Oh, Pokeball? Pokeball. Yeah, Pokeball is sort of like sushi. It's sushi style fish over a bowl of rice with other stuff in it and like avocado, and it is really good.
They have nice.
So many choices. Let's just look at all the different door opening animations. Okay, sounds good, honey. I know you're gonna love that sushi. All right. Yeah, look at that. So, why is his hearts glitched though? Oh, he took damage. Oh, there's like he doesn't even have hearts. He has circles. These are different health icons for the different characters as well. Let's see. I'll go up this way. So we can collect the items so we can see the breaking. So if you cut the trees down, notice how there's like a chopping down animation. And then the brick, there's like a dissolving animation. And then the vines, there's like a little slashing animation. Okay, Mr. Leah. Well, hey, it was, it's good to see you. Thank you. I hope you have a good month. Take care. I'll be thinking about you when I'm in Thailand. Umeboshi sushi? I doubt it. It looks like they had like mostly just like the more conventional stuff. All right. And then we have the gold tile set here. So let me play something different. I mean, it is pretty late. I started my stream late, so I don't really blame you. Yeah, well, I'm super excited. Sushi is great, but I'm more excited for all the delicious Thai food I'm going to eat in Thailand. We might get some sushi. All right, so yeah, those trees are the same. It's just that like they look gold here. I guess the vines are different vines. The vines look, yeah, there's different vine patterns for the different tile sets as well. It's kind of, that's out of control. Notice how the keys have different graphics depending on what tile set you're in. There's like skull keys here. Skull keys, and there's like these fancy keys in the water. Oh, the doors look like portcullises in the water tile. I don't know why it's, again, like, the graphics are messed up in the water one for some reason. I don't know why that is. Because in the full game, it wasn't like that. The graphics were not messed up like this in the full game. Wait, let me try actually playing the... Yeah, it wasn't like this. It wasn't like... Oh, dude, look, he's got his symbol on... Notice how my friend has his Wilotech symbol on his cape? It's funny. What? Let me just check something out here. So she has hearts. What do they have different Yeah, he has circles as his health meter. I guess it's either circles or hearts depending if it's a girl or not. It's pretty cool. I don't know why the graphics are messed up in the water one. Why it's black. Oh, it has a black background instead of what it should have. Like, it should be transparent. I don't know why that is. I don't know. It's like this is for a prototype and not for the actual game. And we have like the sandy desert one. We got these kind of doors. So like, yeah, there's like lots of unique and then the flesh world, which was a secret world. The tree looks like a hand. Notice that. This is a secret world. It was a tile set that was intended to be used for the secret world, but I never finished it. Oh, the gems are bloody as well. Oh, it might be because of how I had to convert the graphics to not use DirectX. Oh, I see. Yeah, that could be Sage Chassis. Well, that's okay. Yeah, we can leave edit mode, so I can make the stage and we can play it. Like, we can play this, sort of. It seems like there's some things that are a bit glitchy. Some things are a bit glitchy, but you can basically play it, kinda. Some things are a little bit messed up. Anyway, the editor kinda works. But now, let's take a look at some of the... let's just see what level... There's some level data in here. So if I hit F9, I can load. I'm gonna load... I have the level data for 4 levels. They seem to just be prototype levels. Let's load level 1 dot KJW. The file name is KJW. By the way, that's my friend's initials. It is still cool to see it running. Okay, and then you hit like F1 to or F2. Oh yeah, F2 to play it. Okay. Oh, my wife is getting a sashimi set, assorted sushi. Is she gonna get all this? Salmon, sushi lover, tekamaki, and calamansi juice. I don't know if she's gonna be able to finish all that. Yeah, so this is one of the prototype levels, or I wonder if the first level in the game, if this was the first level. Oh, the block just fades out. There's like a fade out animation. And then the exit was blinking white, but now it's not. Wait a second, wait. There's some sort of weird glitch with the gems here. There's also like a weird glitch. The stream. I know. Yeah, the Bloodborne deaths are like consistent with like they reside within Maze God. So let me just try to load it again. Okay, so and we hit F1 or no F2. Okay, so it says there's two. It correctly says the amount of gems up there. 1. Go through the wall. Now if I collect this, it says 0, and notice how the exit is flashing. That should mean that it's functional. But if I take another step, it's still functional. Well, it still doesn't work because it's like a prototype. But all right, but now watch the zeros there. If I walk back over the space where the gem was, you get a glitch number. So like there's some sort of a glitch now. I guess this must also have to do with DirectX conversion. But like walking over this space where there was an item previously, you still collect it. And it can glitch the amount of gems. But, it's not really important right now. Okay, let's try to load. Now let's load level 2.kjw. Here's level 2. This might have been the first stage of the game. The first stage of the game might have... my memory of the game is of all the levels. Like, I made all these levels by hand. It's pretty fuzzy. It's pretty vague. Like, I have some, like, just little pockets of memory. I remember the last stage pretty vividly. Like, the final stage was, like, this huge gauntlet of, like, traps. Lots of eyeballs, lots of spikes, lots of lasers. I made it, like, super, super hard. And I remember, like, then I myself would, like, try to go through it. And it would be so difficult that, like, I would have a lot of trouble going through it. But, like I would practice it and I could do it. So I was like, okay, that's a cool final stage. But it was, like, super hard. I'd love to try it again. Like, I wish just to try the final stage again. That would be, like, the thing I'd be most excited for. But, like, I do remember, like, the early stages were extremely simple. Like, kind of like this. And then it gradually got more complicated, So, stage 2 is weirdly just stage 1 again. So, or level 2. What it's calling level 2 here is like a copy of level 1 for some reason. I don't know what language. I have no clue. I don't know. Does Sei Xiaozu know? I have no clue what the programming language is. I wonder. Because the stages for the files, very annoying. Or is it very cool, colleague? Well, it does flash a little bit too quickly, maybe, but, whatever. Wait, why did that just be... Oh, am I in the editor now? Okay. All right, well, anyway. I guess so. All right, so now let's look at lots of jewels. Lots of jewels. I don't know why this is the level data that I have left. Like, It was a finished game. I myself made 70 handcrafted stages. So why are they not in here? Why is it just these weird tested? It's like they have to be somewhere. It's like, are we... But they really aren't. I guess I don't know. Like, are they not like somehow... There's a mazegodvb.net pbd file. Are they like not baked into there somehow, or they're within the exe file somehow? You know, like I don't know. But it's like, it's so weird that they're not here. Like, where did they go? Like, did I really just lose them? That's so crazy. All right, so this is the Lots of Gems prototype stage. Let's check it out. Wow, there's 215 gems to collect. Well, let's start getting them. Here, let me play some music. Here we go, guys. We're playing Maze God. This is it. This is what Maze God looks like. This is what the game looks like. Oh, I can actually live edit while I'm playing the game, apparently. Like, I can place blocks while I'm playing the game. Oh, dude, see, the gem count keeps going down if I just walk over the same spaces over and over again. Look at that. Another zip somewhere. You mean, like, but that's all I have. I'm gonna have to ask my friend. That's the only, like, that's all I have left is just this folder. I couldn't run I couldn't run these files. I just assumed that the level data was in there somewhere. But it's not? Evidently it's not? Like, I don't know. Like, it's weird. But I mean, I guess they must be lost. I guess all the levels I made must be lost. I'm pretty sure these were the exact same files that I had on my website back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Which, at some point, like, I took those down. I don't even remember why I took them down. I guess because, like, they just didn't run anymore. Although, like, Metroid X, you could still get to run using DOSBox, but I probably didn't know that at the time. So I guess that's why. Like, DOSBox didn't exist at the time. But sometime in the mid-2000s, I think I took these down off the website. I don't remember anything about it. Wayback Machine. I've already extensively looked at my website, my old website in Wayback Machine. It's not anything, like, you can't just, you can't find this to download, but, like, even if you could, it would be the same exact zip file. With these same exact files. Hey, honey. Honey, the sushi looks beautiful. I'm gonna show the stream. Guys, look at, oh wait, look at this. My wife's eating this right now. That looks really good. Alright, we're gonna watch you eat sushi. We're gonna watch you eat sushi now. Here's my wife eating sushi. I bet it's delicious. Well, that's gonna be really good lunch, honey. I'm jealous. That's okay. We're gonna eat together soon. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, even if I collect all these gems, we won't be able to finish the stage. That doesn't... But yeah, so this is just... This test stage doesn't really have anything in it. Like, basically, if you want to see all the functions of the game, we'd have to, like, create our own... Anyway, let's load up the final test map. The final test map is the most interesting in that it kind of lets you see some of the basic functions of the game a little bit better than these ones do. So let's load up Super Test. Supertest.kjw. All right, here we have Super Test. For some reason, it shows the teleportation. I don't know how to do that in the editor, but for some reason here, it actually shows the links between teleporters. Look at that. That's crazy. Okay, let's try playing it. All right, Super Test. Man, I so wish I still had those stages. But yeah, that is the weird thing though, because I had thought I put a zip, like I said, I put a zip file on my website, and I swear it's the exact same files. Maybe I put up the wrong copy. I guess maybe something like that. Maybe. But I don't think so. Like, I could swear it has to be. Like, the zip file only ever had these exact files in it. I'm 99% sure. It's the same files I've always had in this folder. So I don't know why the levels aren't there. Like, where do they go? That's so weird. And it's just so weird. It's like, it still makes me feel like the levels have got to be in here somewhere. Even though they're like, there should be different level data, right? But maybe not. Like, these levels, the KJW levels that we're looking at right now, these are like test levels, right? They're test levels. But I feel like maybe the actual game with the actual stages exists like compressed down into a thing where it's like all in one thing, you know? So it's the data is in here somewhere. It's got to be in here somewhere. Anyway, here we go. Here's an actual level. Let's see. Oh, the laser actually does work. It goes across multiple spaces. Look at that. Oh, yeah. And we died. We died. Okay, now how do we, like, come back alive again? Okay, there we go. Oh, okay, there we go. All right. The laser works. If you go through this pipe, it turns electricity on. Look at that. So you got to turn it off. And then you teleport. Okay. Oh, it took damage right when we teleported. Got to watch out for the lasers. Lasers are working. The lasers actually go across multiple spaces like they're supposed to. I don't know why. It must... Like, I think the stage is looping. And I think this is the loop point here. And that's why the lasers don't go across this. I want to say that that's the case. And we can explore the stage a bit more. Like, we're kind of playing a game now. We're playing the test level. We need different music, actually. Hold on a second. I'm going to play. This is not appropriate Maze God music, though, actually. Maybe, I don't know, like this. Let's go with this. This is it. This is Maze God. Whoops. I'll just delete the walls that are in my way. It's funny that I can still use the editor while playing the level. You're thinking to port Maze God to Godot. It should be very easy to edit and make more levels. If you do that, Sage Xiaozu, I would be happy to just make new levels from scratch. Look, I mean, the old levels they seem to be lost. I guess the old stages I made are lost. That's too bad. Oh, look at this crap. Look at this weird crap here. I'll make new stages. I'd be happy to just, if you could make an engine for me and I could make new stages, I think that would be a great project. And I've been thinking about making a game. That would be awesome. You guys want, should I like, and I could do it on stream. We could like do some game development streams. Maybe I'll make music for it as well, unless one of you guys wants to make music, but I could try to do it. I could try to make music. Been wanting to get into music making. Like I could try to make some music for it. I wonder if this prototype stage actually is finishable? It's gotta be finishable, I think. There must be some sort of illusions here somewhere. What's the trick? Mario Paint Music Maker. Yeah, maybe. Define what the blocks do again. Yeah, I mean, that should be pretty simple. Derive notes? Do you want to make the music? Skittles, what do you think? Should I become a game? Should I go into a game development phase? Where like we go back and like I remake this game. Maybe I just have to remake this game from scratch. It's just what I gotta do. Man, I really want those boots. I feel like I'm moving too slow. 2-year Fliptendo phase? That is another thing I should do. Alright, I found a pickaxe. That means I can go this way. I'm actually playing a stage now. Like, this is a... The other 3 stages are just, like, nonsense. They're not anything, they're just nothing. But, like, this is actually a stage I can play. So at least there's one stage that survived that I can play. Yeah, super test. Oh, we found some that was an illusion wall. Those are, yeah, the scythe was hidden behind illusion walls. Did you guys see that? I'm just gonna break all the bricks. Flipsider Studios. Oh, look, there's an invisible wall. There's invisible walls there. Look at the invisible walls. Whoa. Guys, you see the invisible walls? Those are invisible walls. They appear. Yeah. There's normal walls, invisible walls, illusion walls, and shadow walls. Those are the different kinds of walls. Everybody's straight on the walls. My wife says it's really good. Alright, so now we have the scythe. We can cut the vines. So yet the vines are getting cut. Now I can... Oh, dude, can I pick up the chainsaw? Yes, I can get the chainsaw. I've got the chainsaw. So now we can go back down here. We can cut down these trees with our chainsaw. Look at that. And then for some reason the axe is here, but I already got the chainsaw, so I don't need that. Make a game that expands upon that Simpsons gang of the water wheel kicking. Skittles, that's such a good idea. I hope nobody's done that yet. I'm going to do that immediately. A candle. The candle immediately makes all the illusion walls disappear. I kind of... And it makes the invisible walls appear. I kind of wish that instead of making the illusion walls just disappear instantly, it would, like, put a different graphic so you could see where they are instead of making... But, you know, that's what that does. There's a gem. Is it still glitched? If I walk onto that space again, will we go down to 0? Yeah, it's still glitched. Okay. Well, whatever. So we got the hourglass. The hourglass doesn't seem to function. It didn't seem to do anything. And here we can get the cape. It's supposed to freeze time. Yeah, he's a specialized mod. He only really likes to do like one particular thing. Alright, we got our glitch gem. Let's just check the hourglass again. Did it freeze everything for like a very tiny split second? Alright, let's try to go over here. Oh, I took damage. I have a cape though, so the cape gives you 3 bonus hearts, so now we have 6, we're down to 5. Once you go back down to 3, you lose the cape. So just it kind of doubles your health. Here we can get all the keys, like in a little path here. Collecting keys. I'm just collecting keys, that's all. See, with the candle, what it should do, instead of just clearing away all the illusions, it should, like, it should, like, make them slightly transparent so that you can see where they were. So, like, you know, if you've been, like, struggling to figure out where the illusion walls are and you pick that up, it should show you where they were, you know? Like, you should be able to see where they were before you, like, go through them and clear them. Alright, so now I have that. Then where do I go? Where's the exit? Where's the stage exit? It's kind of like a large cluster of just, like, random walls. Skittles, what do you think about my game Maze God? Do you prefer Metroid X? What do you prefer, Skittles? Metroid X or Maze God? What if I remade Metroid X in a more, like, smooth engine? Because the Game Maker engine is, like, it is, like, sub-Micronic's ghetto. Yes? Okay. Ouch, I took damage. Where's the exit? I don't know where the exit is. There's a functioning shadow wall over there. With a shadow wall. What happens if you stand inside the shadow wall? Just nothing? Okay. Yeah, it's just kind of it blocks you for like a second. Like it appears and disappears. I don't know where the exit is, but we basically saw all the features of a Maze God stage. So at this point, you would like walk around and try to find the exit. For some reason, this test stage seems to have a lot of empty space. I do recall that like I intentionally with the stages I designed, I tried to make the earlier ones much more simple, and they would very gradually get larger and larger and more out of hand, as far as like, you know, being larger, having more illusions and like tricky stuff. But I tried to make it very gradual. I tried to make, but like late in the game, there were like these big sprawling stages full of like hidden walls and stuff that were like, you know, because it's a maze. But also like more traps and tricks and making cottage cheesecake that did not look very good. That's funny, it sounds good. I think Skittles should be immortalized in erotic vampire fiction. Alright, so anyway, I mean, like, that's it. That's it. I mean, can I change the, I can still change the tile set while I play. Dude, check this. I can still change the tile set while I play. Because where the icons in the editor are up here. The editor portion of the thing still works. But that's because, like, this is training, right? Oh, it's cool. I just noticed that it shows all your items on the left side of the screen. That's pretty cool. And I should be able to change my character as well, right? Look at that. I can change my character on the fly. Well, you wouldn't be able to, you wouldn't be able to do that in the actual game. I don't think. You see all the characters look like with their capes. They all have different death animations as well. I don't know if it's bad programming or if it's just like it could be glitches caused by the conversion to, like Sage Chaozu had to do a conversion to, what is it again? Whatever. You had to convert the programming language or something. VisualBasic.net with DirectX. Yeah, so it seems to cause a bunch of like glitches. So I don't know if it's this seems to have messed a bunch of things up. Look at the skull tile set. It looks pretty cool, right? The desert tile set, the guts tile set. Guys, check out the guts tile set. It's so gutsy. And like the water one's kind of broken though, for some reason. Looks cool though. Yeah, like the tile art's pretty good, right? Yeah, I agree, Sage Chaozu. I'd love to do that. Sage Chaozu. All right. I mean, this kind of. Let me do this. Let me do this. Hold on a second. Maybe I can escape out and then go back into training. Training. Okay. And you see, hit F1. Okay. So like you can. So what? So you can make it. This editor does function, right? It does function. You can just like. You can go like this, and you can start making your little maze. And then you can save it with F8. Super test 2. Does it matter does it have to be KJW? I'm assuming yes. So unhandled. Wait, can you see this? Hold on a second. Let me go to my desktop. Unhandled exception has occurred in a component in your application. If you click continue, application will ignore this error and attempt to continue. Okay. Hit details. Did it save? Has to be KJW if you're loading. Hit details. Let me just try to save it again. Okay, let me hit details. Is it because there's like a dash there? Does that happen for you, Sage Chaozu? I mean, I'm not going to figure it out. Sage Chaozu's got to be the one to figure that out. Sage Chaozu, you know what you need to do? You need to become the new Wilotech. Wilotech was like my friend's programmer name. And as I mentioned before, in case you were wondering, KJW is his initials. Wilotech was his programmer name, and his like. If you go back out to the menu, wait. It's not loading. It's not loading. It's not loading anymore. You read about? Oh well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I wrote a bunch of stuff down. My wife got like a ton of sushi. Look at all the sushi my wife got. Delicious. All right. Exactly what Skittles said. It's not. I'm not getting it to load anymore for some reason. So I don't know, but it's weird. But I would, yeah, excellent. Yeah, this background. You like it? This is gonna be my background for mod. I actually I'm technically I use this for as my modern game background. So this background is underneath whenever I'm playing Bloodborne. You just don't ever see it. But this is my layout for modern games. Or yeah, it was gonna be like that. Well, yeah. Oh, you don't see her knives because like in the well, she's not in Fliptendo anymore. Like I used to like in the old videos, like I use the Matrix art there as well. Let me take Christopher walking off, but you replace it with like all the Fliptendo stuff. But on the general layout, you get some Maytag, but you don't get to see your knives. That's right. Well, that's the piece of art. That art is on the comic, so you can see the actual art in the comic. Time for off-road. It's not time for off-road though. Um, so was the save function working for you, say Xiaozu? Like are you able to save files as KJW? Because it didn't seem to work for me there, but maybe it does. Maybe I mess it up somehow. Um, didn't seem to save for me. You haven't tried it? So there's some glitches. We'd have to like that kind of works, but we would need it to actually be able to save levels. And there's some glitches that have to be fixed. And most importantly, it's saved on your side. Okay, well, I just probably did something wrong. Most importantly, though, we would need some way after making a bunch of stages. Like the program would have to be edited to then function as a normal. Like you'd have to the save and load function would have to be rebuilt, and you'd have to like make the stages go in there in order, and the actual game would have to function normally. We like go through the stages in order, and I think it doesn't have to be like 70. Like maybe it could be like 5 of each tile set or something like that. So Godot levels. Yeah. Or yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, like that. Yeah, you could use that or whatever. Well, you got to make it into like so that you can make a package that is a game that like people can download and they can play and they can use the menu normally. And maybe we could like put music in it. In other words, like we could finish it. And I'll just remake levels from I bet whatever stages I made, like I would love to go back and play those old levels I made because that was a finished game essentially. You know what else is also weird? I could swear that there was some kind of ending as well. I could swear there was. I almost feel like I made different ending screens for different characters, but those are not in my files. Let's look at the graphics again real quick that I have here. I guess I can just simply go to my web. Guys, have you seen the secret Do you guys want to see the secret portion of my website? I was going to show this off on stream. I've got a little time. Let's do it. Let's do it real quick. Guys, do you know my website? This is my website for Flipside, Flipside Comics. Look, if you hover, I like just refurbished this website. I made it like all new, look like different graphics. I made it look cleaner. Do you want to see what the old website looked like actually? So this was the version of the website on KeenSpot. Wait, hold on. Let me make it so you can see more of it. Yeah, like that. Okay. All right, so this is the old version of my website, basically, that was on KeenSpot from 2015 to this year. Or not to this year. When I was on KeenSpot, I left KeenSpot, I don't know, 2020 maybe? So I guess it was 2015 and 2020. No, maybe it was longer than that. But yeah, this is basically what it looked like on KeenSpot, except it had ad banners here where the white spaces are. This is actually, this right here is Rydia.net was the old server. I was on, there was a couple of random servers, like I used, maybe, it was either GeoCities or Tripod or something like that. And then I remember I was using Red Rival for a while, but that was like back in the 90s. And then at some point I moved to Rydia, and I was on Rydia a really long time, Rydia.net, until around 2015, I think. Then I moved to KeenSpot. KeenSpot kind of lured me over with this promise of like big advertising revenue, which like at first I was getting like really good ad revenue, and then it like kept going down and down and down. And like at a certain point, KeenSpot just stopped paying me. It's like, how come I'm not getting any checks for the ad revenue anymore? It's like, just be grateful you have a website. It's like basically what they said. Because they're kind of like not cool people that run KeenSpot. Well, that's why I had to leave KeenSpot. Of course, it was like, yeah, they were kind of dying, for sure. But one of the nice things about being on KeenSpot was I got free tables at San Diego Comic-Con for about like 5 years in a row. And that was super nice, getting to go to San Diego Comic-Con. Until, they like stopped letting me come. Like they're like, oh, well, you can't. Like eventually, the funny thing is that, do you guys know Markiplier, the YouTuber Markiplier? He was also involved with KeenSpot. And then they used to have like they had this big booth where like part of it was like it was like, oh, it was for comics, and like part of it was like all the different web comics that they had. But then the web comics portion kept getting smaller and smaller, and Markiplier's part until eventually like Markiplier took over the whole thing. But anyway, but it was nice while it lasted. Well, I could get those free San Diego Comic-Con tables. That was very, very nice. That was like late 2010s. Or maybe mid 2010s. Eventually I had to leave KeenSpot. But so this is actually the website on KeenSpot. It is technically still up. Like you can go visit Flipside on KeenSpot. And the funny thing is, the comic is still there in its entirety. I mean, not in its entirety, but up to the point at which I stopped publishing on KeenSpot, which is chapter 56. And it's like, it's all still there. It's all still readable up through chapter 56. Look at this. Like, it's all kind of still there. It's not even broken. Like, it works. It's like fully still there. And this is what the website used to look like. The archive was for the archive, the comic archive, gallery. And it's kind of ghetto. And it was like, yeah, it was for a long time, the website, like, I wanted to make everything like look, coherent, and I wanted like everything to, like this is how the archive looked. Like the main page looked like this, And then there was like, you know, the stuff below it and all this stuff and the conventions and whatever, like you know, the announcements and the donations. I used to have a donation meter before I got to Patreon. No, but that's it. Colic, I did fix it. I'm getting to that. But yeah, so like the gallery portion was like all like it's all like because the old gallery was just like it didn't have, so basically they just took the menu and kind of plopped it on the top here. But the old gallery was just like white like this. And then the extras that didn't even like I was gonna remake that portion of the site, but then it was eventually I didn't get around to it. So like that never worked. And then the about section, you know, that kind of worked. It was like, you know, it's like, you know, there was a link to the Discord. That used to be the forum. I had a forum for Flipside for a long time that eventually like stopped working. Like it was just too hard to maintain with like all the constant bots and just crap. And then eventually it stopped working, and like I didn't bother to try to fix it again because it was too much trouble. So I just switched to I switched the forum thing with a Discord thing, and I just kind of got rid of the forum. And then the store, which I used to link to my Shark Robot store, but I don't have now. I maintain my own store again. I've gone back to, and then the links page is just this kind of plain white page. It doesn't even have like the thing on the top. So, you know, it's kind of ghetto. You can see also that it's pretty cluttered with ads as well. So you got like the ad banners, like you got KeenSpot's ad banner in the top. You got an ad banner here. You got an ad banner here. You got KeenSpot's news box here. And then all these white spaces were ads, which, you know, like at first I was getting decent revenue from, and then it went down and down and down. And then they stopped paying me because they just felt like not paying me. Yeah, I do miss forums as well, Colic, but it'd be cool to get a forum again. Is it possible to even have a forum and maintain it without having it be destroyed by bots in 2 seconds? I don't know if that's possible. If there's like you know, everything is like gone to Reddit now, so I don't know how possible that is. If it were, I might consider bringing it back. But the Discord kind of serves that function, not entirely, but you know. And then here's the new, so all of that is to show you what it used to look like. Do you guys remember how like for a couple weeks I was just doing nothing except basically working on redesigning the website? Well, this is what it used to look like. After I left KeenSpot, like whenever that was, maybe 2000, I think it would have been 2018 or 2019 or 20. Yeah, I don't know. Whenever I left KeenSpot, it was still this same design. It didn't have the KeenSpot banners anymore. So these are just like blank spaces here because I had no advertising for a long time. Well, I still don't have advertising. So I fully redesigned the website, and now it looks like this. And look, it's got now the little, like, it's centered now. The title is centered and the menu is centered, and the little things, they blink blue. And I put like a new blue background there, which I think looks cooler, looks like more appealing. The blue background. You know, the page is centered because it's not offset by advertising anymore, which is nice. Are there? Yeah, I don't know, Call. I have to look into it, I guess. Dude, I need some more music. Damn. The iPod is always like loading before I can like load up some music. And you still got the little news posts down here. You can click here to see, like, I've got an archive of all the updates. Oh, this button's broken though. I didn't realize that. And what's some good website browsing music? Some good browsing music. Is this good? Oh, I can't, dude. I think that I think that YouTube gets angry if I play that particular song. I better not play that one. And let's just go with Kingfield. You can't go wrong with Kingsfield music. It's just the best music for everything. This kind of works. Yeah, so now the art, like everything's more coherent now. So like now, most of these elements they're all like if you go between the different things, like it keeps the menu looking the same. On some of these now, if you hover your cursor on the title, it glows blue, and then clicking on that brings you back to the main menu. And Discord still takes you to the Discord, of course. About takes you, but like now the About page has got, you know, everything. I tried to, like, the About page and the Store page, they look way better. Like I redid these totally, and I put all these images. Here's the Store page, and it's like it, you know, it's got the nice blue. They've all got the nice blue background, and you know it works. It's like fully functional. It works. It looks better. It's got images. The links page has been totally refurbished with like, you know, more recent links that, like, you know, fit my recent activities. Like it's got the Patreon, it's got my Twitch and YouTube, and I even have a link to Donna's Facebook here, and both Macaw and TMR are linked here. And I rebuilt like my webcomic links to have a bunch of, like, basically repopulate it with links to just various webcomics that were like important to the, you know, or what, I know, whatever I had memories of, like, they were links that were on here for a long time. Some of these webcomics like don't exist anymore, but they exist like archived. But all of these still exist in some form. A lot of these don't update anymore, but you can still read them in some form. A CAPTCHA, yeah. And there's like new secrets. I added a bunch of new secret sections. So for example, if you click the skull, I put it there. So you see how there's like a random skull at the bottom here? If you click the skull, this is a secret area of the website that has music. It's the Dark Souls 2. There's the Dark Souls 2 music is there. It's the linked Limbo page, and you can see all the other links. These are all all the banners to webcomics or it's a good selection of links to webcomics that I've had on my webpage over the years, and all of these were taken off because the comics no longer exist, or the websites no longer exist, or they stopped updating. I eventually took them down, but I made this little graveyard area. And like, you know, they some of them have links to like web archives, other of them just, you know, if they, you know, they just go to the 404, the secret 404 page. But if you go to the secret 404 page, you can, and if you explore this page, you can find the secret map. There's a secret map. Look at this. Wait, we need some more mystery music. Hold on a second. We need some more mystery music. Let me get some mystery music. Look, the map room. There's a secret map room. The map room, I'm probably going to add to this, but it doesn't show how all the pages link, and it doesn't link to them directly. It just shows you what are all the different sections of the website, including like the secret sections. But notice how like all the normal menu pages are in the top, and then in red it kind of shows like secret areas that you can find, including this 404 page in the map room. But then in the bottom half of the map is like all these, like, it's all this areas in red. That's the secret section of the website. And if you scroll down, there's like sort of clues on how to get to these various places. There's secret clues, right? So like, whoa, what's up with that? So one of these secret areas is this Limbo, the link Limbo. But there's more. So the gallery has a secret section. It has multiple secret sections. if you look for images in pink, if you click on an image in pink, you can then click on this and you'll get taken to an adult gallery. I'm not going to click on that because they probably shouldn't show that off on stream, probably. But there's a secret adult gallery. There's the normal gallery. By the way, like this is... The gallery just has a bunch of like... It's full of like commissions that I've done over the years. Both Flipside and non-Flipside commissions and this random artwork. It's got a lot of fan art. It's like this is all fan art here that I've received over the years. There's actually quite a lot. And then here's like... This is like fan art, but that's... I don't know, this notable they wanted to feature. And then down here it's just like all the other fan art. Which, there's a lot. There's a lot. There's kind of a lot of fan art that I've received over the years. And there's even like a section for cosplayers. You can see people who have cosplayed as Flipside characters. This is a good one. This is a good mate tag. I have not received any cosplay pictures in like quite a long time. Yeah, real mate tags. Yeah, so those are all there. Tattoos. I have a tattoo section. I only have 2 people that ever like sent me images of tattoos that they got. But, you know, so yeah, there's everything, dude. Oh. Well, so yeah, this is art that I made for a tattoo, but he never sent me an image of if he went through with it, what it looked like. So this is the only one I have of an actual tattoo that somebody got, actually. Yeah, so there's the secret adult gallery, but then at the bottom here, if you click on the question marks, there's the secret old gallery, which is like, basically it's just like really ancient artwork that I did. But wait, there's more. We've got to go back to that map page. We've got to go back to that map page because you know what? There's more. There's more hidden secrets. Do you guys like hidden secrets? My webpage is full of hidden secrets. So you got this like secret graveyard page here. This is the best place to find links to the 404 page because I think the 404 page problem is like this doesn't. The other easiest way to get here would be like just delete whatever is the thing here, and you would generally like, okay, so like if you're going to like the gallery, just delete this part and you will go there. But like if you just type something random and it doesn't like work that way, like you'll go to the 404 page, which you should. I don't know how to make that happen. But from here, you can go here and you get the map. It's like, okay, so we've seen the secret gallery and the old gallery. We've seen the limbo. But where's the April Fool's archive? I'm going to tell you where the April Fool's archive is. Are you guys ready? The April Fool's archive. You got to go back to the main page, the main home page. You got to go to this is kind of hidden in itself, the updates page. You got to click here where it says click here to see past updates. And this is like an archive of every update. Like all the old updates I ever did. You can see like the update text that I was posting back in the 1999. Look at that. It even has update posts from 1999. If it's kind of. But at the very bottom, what's this mysterious little numbers here? It says 401 question marks. That's the secret April Fool's section. So here is an archive of all the April Fool's jokes I've done over the years, like including stuff like this. Oh man, there's like a missing button here. I think I must have deleted it by accident. I've got to fix that. I'll do that later. Hi, I'm trying. Yeah, see stuff like that, and some of the weird comics I did. For like April Fools. Oh, and then like the later one, I'm also included links in the later years. I don't always do an April Fool's joke every year because like a lot of times the timing's inconvenient, but I did include links to the April Fool's streams I did as well. April Fool's streams are linked there. Wait a second. Not that music. So, all right. So how do you get to that super secret section of the website? Here's how you do it, guys. Are you ready? You go down to the very bottom. You see this little rose icon here? Mysterious rose. If you hover your mouse over it, it glows. You see that? Look. It glows. If you click on it, you go to the secret rose area. And if you hover your mouse over the rose, it glows. The rose glows. And if you click on it, you go to the old website. This is what the website looked like on Rydia.net from like the year, like, I don't know, like year 2001 to 2015 or something. This is what it looked like for a long time on Rydia. And it's full of Easter eggs. If you click on the Rydia.net smart web hosting link, Rydia, unfortunately, as a hosting service, no longer exists. By the way, today my website is hosted on Gushi.net. So this server called Gushi.net, which is very nice, and I appreciate that. It's unfortunate that Rydia.net doesn't, but there's a web archive, a Wayback Machine. You can look at what their hosting page, main page looked like if you want to. This is what it looked like. Basic account for only $5 a month. You can get a basic, website. Not bad. 500 megabytes of space, 15 gigabytes of transfer. And you get an email. So the old version of the website is kind of like its own secret website. It's not fully functional, but it's pretty functional. Like, it has the first 5 chapters of the comic that are all on here you can read in the old format, where it's just like on a blank black screen, which is, to be honest, in some ways this is kind of better than how it is in the current website. And the current, I mean, like, actually, I like the way it looks now with the blue background. I think it looks nice. And now that I've taken off a bunch of the junk and ads on the top, like, it feels like it's probably easier to read through. Maybe even on people's phones, it's probably easier to like go through. Of course, this is not really designed for people's phones. Like, everything these days is designed for phones, and that kind of sucks. But it should be a little bit more accessible. But just the plain black background of the old website is kind of nice. This is a very early chapter of the webcomic, by the way. You can kind of tell the difference with the art. And you can see, if you click on the last page here and then click again, you can see the old bookend page, which now has a bunch of new commentary on it. But like, this is, complete with its links to the donation meter. Because I used to have a donation meter before I had a Patreon. See, I made a little new graphic for it, where it animates filling up that donation meter. I used to have a donation meter on my page for a long time. And the idea with that was it would keep track of donations. And every time I got $100 of donations, I'd do an extra page. So, I kind of got rid of that when I got a Patreon. I don't really do the extra page thing anymore. Yeah, so there's a hidden thing here on the menu here. If you scroll to the bottom here, see how it's blank down there? The secret features page comes up. It's like a secret, so this is where Metroid X, this is on the old version of the website. I used to have, this is a long time ago, like it says 1999 and 2002. I used to have downloads of Metroid X and Maze God. So, yeah, as far as Maze God goes, and the download's still there. Of course, it's not the new, it's the old version. it's not you won't be able to run it on your computer. It needs to have the DirectX conversion thing that Seychelles did to run. So I guess I should take it's glitched, but I should probably take that and put that on my website now that I have that. Or if like you make an even better one, I should probably put that up. And then the old I used to do features of other web comics. So these were like made in between 2000 and 2003. None of these webcomics, or most of these webcomics, don't even exist anymore at all. Like this webcomic is completely deleted from the internet. There's not even a trace of it. So like this art is basically the only trace of existence of this comic in any way. Like I was trying to look, it disappeared from the web. At some point it was taken down, and we're talking like in the 2000s. So basically, like even in the Wayback Machine, I tried looking, you can't find anything. You cannot find anything. There's nothing. I mean, maybe it exists and I missed it, but as far as I know, you can't find anything. So if you click on the visit link, it just takes you to the 404 page, which I have 3 404 pages. It shows like the different 404 pages over the years with some secret clues as well. If you examine that. But some of these do still have like archive pages you can look at, and then there's also sometimes there is something on the Wayback Machine, like this comic, this one right here. These are both really hard to find. I tried looking Ever Summer Eve. It's just like this one page. It seems to be completely gone. It was on Wirepop for a long time. I used to have a comic on Wirepop as well. This one does have like, you can find it if you look a little bit on the Wayback Machine. But like these are all like taken off the web, the internet. Yeah. So, yeah, like the old version of the gallery is here, which has a lot of the same art. The old notebook page, which I took down. I never had this on the Keen Spot. I was going to redo this and I never got around to it. But the old version of the notebook page is here. We can look at like the old character descriptions that I had up. These haven't been on the website in a long time. Only a couple of them work. I think only 4 of them work. The old interview section, which I haven't had on my website for a long time. Like a long time ago, basically between 2000 and 2007, I used to do character interviews, where you could send in questions, or you could post them on the old forum, questions for the character being interviewed, and then the character would answer your questions like in character. So that was a kind of a funny idea. It was like kind of a fun, clever idea. But at some point I stopped doing that. I don't know why. I don't know. Like, I still think it's a cool idea. And then like my old bio pages are here. I put 5 different versions of my old bio pages. You can keep going back in time to the original one. I think this is the original one, like the oldest one, with like the really young pictures of me. There's like older versions of the store. There's like a secret shirt shrine. A secret shrine to the shirts. It's got music. This is pretty good music. I should play this. Just kind of shows off what my t-shirts used to look like. I don't sell t-shirts anymore. Oh, and the bead sprites that were made. And this Near shirt that I made for like this other company, Level Up Studios, which they were selling for a while, and you can't get that anymore. Just shirt concepts that were not used. All this stuff. Secrets. Pretty cool. Secret shirt shrine. You can click on forum, and there is no forum that you can view, but you can look at the graveyard. The tribute to the old forum, the Flipside forum. Which just talks a little bit about the old forum, and there's some links to Web Archive, or yeah, you know, like Wayback Machine, of which is like a little bit of that you can look at. this music. Yeah, and then the links page. I think there's like the old broken links page as well. The links page has got some different links from the current links page, and I added like more commentary and notes about what some of these like were and why they were there a little bit. So there's that. There's so much stuff. You can click here to see the secret attraction shrine, which just kind of shows it's an element of the old website where I used to have like that's what it like. There was just these graphics that would show off the current chapter, and I thought that they were cool looking, and I saved a bunch of them, and that's what they look like. And there's the graveyard. You can go to the... Yeah, I showed the graveyard off. What else is there? There's the secret stairs. Like, this is the part... wait, what is that music again? That's from Brain Powered. I've never seen the anime Brain Powered, but it has a really cool soundtrack. Let's play this one. You see some stairs, but you can't reach it yet. How do you get to the secret stairs, guys? How do you get to the secret stairs? Well, there's multiple ways, but you look for a button that looks like this. It says normalcy. You got to find the normalcy button. You click the normalcy button, and it says your only way out is the stairs. You can click on the stairs. It says don't look down, though. You can click on the stairs, and they get darker. You can click on them again. They get even darker. You click on them again, it just goes back here. What's going on? How do you escape? There's a way to escape the secret stairs. You have to explore further. Like maybe if you do look down. It says don't look down, but what if you do look down? What's down here? What is this? What is this button? You've got to explore it for yourself. It's a whole adventure, the secret stairs. You've got to check out the secret stairs. So, all these secrets. So many, like, what other secrets are on there? Like, the old April Fool's archive. Oh, dude, the Madman's audio archive is there. Do you guys want to see the Madman's audio archive? Does anybody want to see that? What could the Madman's audio archive be? Well, you go to the interview section. You click on Maytag's interview, then you click on her, and then you're there. It's an archive of all the prank phone calls I've done to radio stations. Did you know that existed? Like, for example, like this one.
Okay, we can take a couple of calls here before we before we break. Here is Gary Busey is calling us.
Gary Busey.
Yeah, we've got Busey. Mine too.
Gary Busey is with us.
Gary Busey.
This is Nick DiGelio.
Yeah, it is.
Hi, this is Gary Busey. Listen, I want to talk to you.
Yeah, what's up?
Now, I turned on my radio. I heard you on, and I remember you from back when we used to hang out a long time ago.
Yeah.
I remember you very clearly. Those images stand out in my mind. And I realized that you were the man who had made such an impression on me a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I did not realize that you had a radio show.
Yeah.
I want to tell you something, Nick. First of all, as you know, I am like an eagle. And I don't fly into the storm. I fly above it.
Right.
But here's what you are to me. Now, as you know, when the eagle sees its prey, it swoops down and makes a noise like, caw, caw! Okay.
Right.
Now, it swoops down, and you are like the rat, and I am like the eagle, and I am swooping down to catch my delicious prey.
Ah.
And that is what is occurring right now.
Wow.
I don't want you to be scared by that, Nick, because that's the law of nature.
Okay.
That is the law of nature. Now, I called up to give you some movie reviews.
Okay.
Because I love film.
Okay.
Now, first of all, I saw a movie called Serenity.
Yeah.
Which I found to be brilliant. Let
Yeah.
me explain to you why.
Okay.
First of all, many people don't know this, but Joss Whedon is actually a medicine man. And it's filled with many references to the medicine man culture.
Right.
The word serenity actually is a revitalizing drink made with mango nectar.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And the movie is peppered with references like that.
With mango nectar references.
Well, references to being a medicine man.
Medicine
Come on, keep up here.
All right.
I'm not going that fast, am I?
No.
Now listen, Nick.
I got
Another
about
thing is
sorry, Gary, we got about 40 seconds if you can
I
wrap
just
it
want
up.
to say something real quick. Reavers actually are real. They come from Thailand. So it's another interesting thing.
Thailand, that's where I'm going.
Now, the other movie
Thailand.
I saw, History of Violence.
Right.
Guys, is it a coincidence? It's Thailand. How timely. Guys, you could listen to so many prank calls like that. You see, there's so much content. Can anyone believe that? Hello? Wow, that's pretty special. What else is on? Dude, what else is on? There's so much stuff in there. The Secret Church. I think we showed off all the major things. The flip line is there. If you want to find my phone number, good luck trying to find my secret phone number. Yeah, that's it. The website. This Flipside website is out of control. But don't forget, it also is a 68 chapter comic that you can read. So listen, read it today. All right. And also there's Maze God. You can go to the features section and you can read this whole article about Maze God. You could download it. But I need to put a new download that works in DirectX. We'll have to work on that. Say Xiaozu. You know what? I kind of need to get going. I've actually already streamed too late. I was just going to do a short stream. And, it was like one last stream before. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to Thailand. I gotta wake up early tomorrow and I gotta get in a plane and go to Thailand. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna post pictures in the Discord, okay? Pon Pox. Hey, thank you. I'm sorry, man. I've got to end my stream right now. I've already gone too late. I was just showing off portions of a video game that I made a long time ago, Maze God. And we need to say Xiaozu and I need to work on that and see if we can get a working version happening. But for right now, I gotta get going. Thank you. Check out the Discord, Pon Pox. I don't know if you know about the Discord or if you're there, whatever. But you can check. Anyone else, you can check out the Discord, and I'll be posting pictures there. I'm gonna be gone. I will not be streaming, so don't miss me. But I will be back next month to talk about Thailand. Hopefully I will survive. Thank you, Pon Pox. Hopefully I will survive. In the meantime, you can track my progress on the Discord by seeing pictures of all the food I'm eating. It's probably all going to be very spicy. It no doubt will be very spicy. Say Xiaozu, I'll be talking to you. If you are willing to do get Maze God to get some sort of working editor that can save levels and make a thing and make it happen. I'll do all the levels again. I'll make a whole new game full of levels from scratch, and we'll make a new Maze God. That sounds super fun. Colic, thanks for watching. I'll miss you. I'll miss Skittles, and I'll miss Mr. Leo, and Monocule, and Shark, and all you guys. I hope to hang in there. Yeah, Maze God Remastered. Hang in there. Hang in there for the next month. Stick with it. Eat some spicy food if you can find it, and just hang in there and play some games. I'll be back. All right, guys, I will be back. Thanks so much for watching the stream. Thanks for watching over the years. I love you. I hope you all, I appreciate all of you watching. I hope you have a great one. Thank you. Take care. See you soon. Good night.